Good morning, my dear aspirants. Welcome to Kartikeya IAS Academy. So today we are going to discuss about Professor Shashikumar Chhitre. So who is this Professor Shashikumar Chhitre? Why Narendra Modi paid a tribute to him on his death? So this person is Professor Shashikumar Chhitre. So he introduced to India, to the all over the world about the dynamo theory. And what are these two images, Elphinstone College and Nehru Center? What these two images related with this Professor Shashikumar? Let's discuss. So who was Professor Shashikumar Chhitre? He was an Indian mathematician. So you know the meaning of mathematician, and he is also as astrophysicist. So here, so many of you may not have the idea about this astrophysicist. It is nothing but a branch of space science which applies the laws of physics, chemistry, nothing but to explain the birth, to explain the life, to explain the death of stars, to explain the death of planets, death of galaxies, nebulas, and other objects in the universe. So simply, it is a sibling of sciences, astronomy, cosmology, right? So this astronomy measures the positions of luminosities, motions, and other characteristics, which creates physistic theories of small to medium-sized structures in the universe. And whereas cosmology does this for the largest structures and the universe as a whole. So all about this concept. So nothing but simply you can remember astrophysics, which is a branch of space science, right? And this person also got honored with Padma Bhushan, which is the third highest civilian award for his services to the sciences. And we discussed in earlier sessions about these first degree of honor award, second degree of honor award, third degree of honor award, and the fourth degree of honor award. And coming to this Professor Shashikumar history, in 1956 he graduated in mathematics from the Elphinstone College, right? So Elphinstone College, which is a very there is a long history about this. The great alumni teacher, if you observe, Dadabhai Nauroji, Dadabhai Nauroji, who was also called as the Grand Old Man of India, gave his services to this college. In 1956, he graduated in mathematics. Next, he joined Peterhouse College, which is a University of Cambridge, and another bachelor degree. He completed a bachelor degree from Peterhouse College, which is nothing but a some center of University of Cambridge. So he graduated from mathematics. He also graduated another degree from University of Cambridge. And in 1960, he was selected as Peterhouse Scholar, with which he completed his master degrees too. And in the same way, in 1963, he got selected for Gulbenkian Research Studentship and moved to Churchill College and obtained his PhD from the Department of Applied Mathematics and Theoretical Physics of Cambridge. So this is his base of student life. 56, 59, 60, and 63. He studied completely. He dedicated his life to the applied mathematics and theoretical physics. Later, he obtained a PhD. And from the day 1963 to 1966, he worked as a professor in universities. And in 1967 to 2001, he returned to India and joined the faculty of Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, nothing but TIFR. and served at the base of his research till his retirement. So his journey started in 1956 and his education got ended in 1963. From 1963, he started working, and from 1967, he came to India and he dedicated his complete research to India. You are you guys are very well aware what is the happening from 1967 till 1975 in India. There was introduction of NPT, introduction of NSG. At the same time, we constructed our nuclear weapon from Tarapur, and he also played a very prominent role in TIFR. Next, you guys, please observe this Nehru Center as well as this Homi Baba Fellowship Council, and this person also worked as a board of trustees in Nehru Center as well as Homi Baba Fellowships. So please do remember, Nehru Center and Homi Baba Fellowships Council's trustee was this Professor Shashi Kumar Chittre. And what is the research work of this professor? He is a great man, Professor Shashi Kumar Chittre, who born on 1936 and died on 11th Jan 2021. He dedicated his life completely on the research of astrophysics, solar physics, gravitational lensing. He discovered a dynamo theory. He discovered the dynamo theory, which is very important achievement of his life. What is this dynamo theory? Which is a mechanism by which a celestial body such as Earth or star generates a magnetic field. This is the discovery of Professor Shashi Kumar Chittre. So any celestial bodies like Earth or star which can generate a magnetic fields. So the dynamo theory describes the process through which a rotating, convecting, electrically conducted fluid can maintain a magnetic field. Right? So a dynamo theory, which is nothing but a celestial body mechanism by which a celestial body can generate magnetic field. He discovered this dynamo theory concept. You can observe here the inner core of the earth, the outer core of the earth, and the magnetic field. So these all are generated. All celestial bodies will generate magnetic field. That is nothing but dynamo theory. So he performed extensive research on sun's magnetic activity cycle, the solar dynamo theory, and the role of neutrons in the solar atmosphere. And coming to he completed his graduation in Elphinstone College. So this Elphinstone College established in 1834, and the academic affiliations right now are Dr. Homi Baba State University. So who is this Elphinstone College will come under affiliated by this Dr. Homi Baba State University right now under Indian government. The alumni included, the famous persons, the teachers included in this Elphinstone College. So there are so many great Indian freedom fighters. There are so many great Indian freedom fighters who are influenced by Doctor, who are influenced by Dadabhai Nauroji. Here the students, if you observe from this university, B.R. Ambedkar, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Veerchand Gandhi, Badruddin Tyabzi, Firoz Shah Mehta, Nanabai Haridas, Shaninath Triambak Telang, Jamshedji Tata. So these all alumni got graduated from this Elphinstone College, and who influenced all these persons, all the Indian freedom fighters. Dadabhai Nauroji, the great grand old man of India. So whenever you come across this college, please do remember it is introduced in 1834, and right now it is affiliated under Dr. Homi Bhabha State University under Government of India, and the famous alumni included are B.R. Ambedkar, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Veer Chand Gandhiji, Badruddin Tyabji, Firoz Shah Mehta, Nanabai Haddas, Kasinath Triambak Tilang, Jamshedji Tata. And who is the great person who influenced our great Indian freedom fight, Indian freedom struggle movement? Dadabhai Nauroji, the great grand old man of India. Thank you. This is KCR. So please log into srikartikeyaisacademy.in, and you can contact these phone numbers. We will provide the best online lectures as well as the offline lectures, and subscribers can ask 24 into 7. We are available for you aspirants for every subject. Our academy providing faculty admin to you. So the mentors, the faculty members, the mentors will be 24 into 7 available with you. You can ask and clarify the doubts through the app, through the admin app, right? So very good morning, my dear aspirants. Welcome to Kartikeya IAS Academy. So today we are going to discuss a new topic regarding Vice President of India pays tribute to Turlapati Kutumba Rao. So who is this person, Turlapati Kutumba Rao? So what specific about Turlapati Kutumba Rao? So this topic is very important for groups, Andhra Pradesh group exam aspirants, and this topic we will relate it with the awards. Please observe here. Here you can see the symbols of highest civilian awards. So let's start this session. So who was this Turlapati Kutumba Rao? Please observe here. Here this is Atmakadanam, Nakalam, Nagalam, Padmasri, Turlapati Kutumba Rao. So this is the book of Padmasri Turlapati Kutumba Rao. He wrote one book, Na Kalam, Na Gallam, Atmakadanam. So what specific is about this person? He was an Indian journalist and orator known for his service to journalism in Telugu language. He has written about 4,000 biographies and eminent person public speeches, 16,000 public speeches, so which is a world record. And he worked as a personal secretary to the Andhra Kesari, Sri Tangaturi Prakasham Pantulu. This is very important point. So this Turlapati Kutumba Rao worked as personal secretary to the Andhra Kesari, Sri Tangaturi Prakasham Pantulu. This is very important point to be noted. And coming to his titles, because he has written 4,000 biographies and 16,000 public speeches, which is a world record. So definitely this person will be conferred with the titles. And what are those titles? Pratibha Puraskar. So what is the title of Turlapati Kutumbarao? Pratibha Puraskar. And this title was given from Telugu University. And next one from Andhra University, he got a title like Kala Prapurna. In the same way, C. Rajagopalachari, who was the then governor of Andhra Pradesh, and he gave a title to him as Guardian of Telugu. So please do remember these titles: Pratibha Puraskar, Kala Prapurna, Guardian of Telugu. So who gave this Guardian of Telugu title to Turlapati Kutumbarao? C. Rajagopalachari. And coming to the awards, President's Gold Medal Award conferred with Padma Shri in 2002, because making him as a first journalist from the state of Andhra Pradesh to receive the award. So this point you should observe very clearly. So which Andhra Pradesh citizen who was a first journalist received the Padma Shri award? And the answer is Turlapati Kutumbarao. Right? Next, National Citizen Award. And in 2014, he was a nominee of Padma Bhushan. So he didn't get this award, but we should mention this point because in groups you may get the question in statement wise. Statement number 1, in the given following, which of the following are true regarding Turlapati Kutumbarao? So President's Gold Medal, Padma Shri 2002, first journalist from the state of Andhra Pradesh, National Citizen Award, and he was a nominee of Padma Bhushan. Then answer should be all of the above. 1, 2, 3, 4 are correct. So in this format you may get in exam. Next, coming to the general current affairs, we will relate this topic to the awards because this person had got Padma Shri and Padma Bhushan. Padma Bhushan, he is a nominee for it, and whereas he is conferred with Padma Shri award. So whenever we discuss these awards, you should have clarity regarding the awards of India. So the main are civilian awards. So what are those civilian awards? The first civilian award, Bharat Ratna. The second one, Padma Vibhushan. Third one, Padma Bhushan. And the fourth one, Padma Shri. Arrange the following awards in hierarchy. Bharat Ratna, which is the first India's highest civilian award. The second highest civilian award is Padma Vibhushan. The third, Padma Bhushan. And the fourth one is Padma Shri. So this civilian awards concept, if you observe, these all are introduced in 1954. The common point, all these highest civilian awards 1, 2, 3 and 4 are introduced in 1954. These civilian awards are conferred to the people outstanding achievements in their field of work, and these awards are presented to the respective recipients by the which person? Please do remember, which person is going to present these highest civilian awards, Bharat Ratna, Padma Bhushan and Padma Shri? Who is that person who is going to present these awards? Answer is President of India. And please do remember, on which day, Republic Day, when the Constitution of India formed. So on 26th January, every year, President of India will present these highest civilian awards to the respective recipients. And these civilian awards are also categorized according to the degree of honor. So what is the degree of honor? The first degree of honor, the highest civilian award, Bharat Ratna. Second degree of honor, Padma Vibhushan. Third, Padma Bhushan. And fourth one, Padma Shri. So till now, how many recipients got this award? Bharat Ratna, 348 members. Padma Vibhushan, 314 members. Padma Bhushan, 1270. Padma Shri, 3005. And today it is 26th January. So if you observe, we are preparing this current affairs on 26th January, nothing but Republic Day. So by the end of this 26th January today, these numbers will increase, and you guys should add how many persons conferred with Bharat Ratna in 2021, Padma Vibhushans, Padma Bhushans and Padma Shri respectively. So Bharat Ratna, which is the highest civilian award in India, is conferred for achievements in the field of science, literature, arts and public services. And in 2013, please do remember, in 2013, sports were also included in this award category. So till now, before 2013, there were only science, literature, arts and public services. And from 2013, sports category is also added in it. And this award, if you observe the shape, of this Bharat Ratna symbol, the award has the shape of people leaf. Please do remember, what is the structure of this Bharat Ratna symbol? The award has the shape of people leaf and is color, if you observe, it is bronze toned. Clear? And the award has the emblem of a sun in the front side, if you observe. Here it is written Bharat Ratna, and here if you observe clearly, at the front side of the emblem, you can observe sun image in the middle of it, and the words Bharat Ratna written below it. In which script? Please observe, this is written in Devanagari script. So please do observe very carefully. For civil services aspirants, they may ask you this type of questions. What is the format? Please observe the format of this Bharat Ratna symbol. Right? Chakra. This is nothing but a sun in the middle, and below it in Devanagari script Bharat Ratna was written. On the reverse side, it has a state emblem and state motto. So what is that state motto? Satyameva Jayate. Until now, the last awardee was at 2019, and those persons are Nanaji Deshmukh, Bhupen Hazarika and Pranab Mukherjee. And please observe here the P. The P means posthumous. Next. So this is our second degree of honor, Padma Vibhushan. So this is the second degree of honor, nothing but second highest civilian award in India, which is conferred to the people, with distinguished achievements in the fields of art, literature, science and public services. And the latest one is 2020, and now today you will get 2021 latest awardees. So you have to update it. So award will be in which shape? This is Bharat Ratna is in people leaf, right? So these are in circular. These are in which shape? Circular shape. Whereas Bharat Ratna is in which shape people live. This is in circular shape with a geometric pattern. Please observe here, these are called as geometric patterns which are superimposed on the circle. And what is the color of it? It is a toned bronze. So please do remember, toned bronze. In the center of the circle, you will find a lotus flower and the word Padma Vibhushan, which is inscribed above and below the lotus flower in Devanagari script. Please observe very carefully for civil services aspirants as well as for groups aspirants. Here, the top of the lotus, you will see the Padma, whereas at the bottom of this lotus, you can see Vibhushan. And written in which language? Devanagari. Devanagari nothing but Hindi language. And on the reverse side, same, you will find state emblem with state motto. And the latest one are 2020, and today you should update 2021 also. So please don't forget. In 2020, George Fernandes, Arun Jaitley, Sushma Swaraj, and Vishwesa Tirtha. Please do remember, guys. So total: George Fernandes, Arun Jaitley, Sushma Swaraj, Vishwesa Tirtha posthumously conferred with this award, and remaining Anirudh Jagannath, Mary Kom, Chanulal Mishra, who got this Padma Vibhushan from the President of India. So please do remember the symbol and the structure of this Bharat Ratna Padma Vibhushan. Next, if you observe the Padma Bhushan, it is the third highest civilian award conferred to the people for their achievements in service in any field, including service rendered by government servants, including doctors, scientists, but excluded those work with the public sector undertakings, PSUs. This award has similar design as Padma Vibhushan, but all the embossing is done in gold color. Right? So this award has a similar design to the Padma Vibhushan. All the embossing is done in gold. Is it clear? That is the Padma Vibhushan. And 16 recipients got this award in 2020. And now I will repeat again. In 2021, yani today, January 26th, you will add recipients in this 2021. The last one, the Padma Shri. So it is the fourth degree of honor, the fourth highest civilian award, Padma Shri. So the award is conferred to the people for achievements in any field, including the service rendered by the government peoples. And the shape of the award is superimposition of geometric pattern on the circle as Padma Vibhushan, right? And the words Padma and Shri are written on the top of the lotus and bottom of the lotus. And all the embossing is done in stainless steel. And the periphery is furnished in which color? Bronze color. So please do remember how many persons in 2020? 122, right? So in 2022, in 2020, 7 Padma Vibhushans, 16 Padma Bhushans, 122 Padma Shri. And whereas in 2019, there are 3 members. And now you will update what happened today. Today is January 26th. And by the end of the day, you should update it. Clear? So in 2021, how many recipients? In 2021, how many Padma Bhushan recipients? In 2021, how many Padma Vibhushans? Please do remember, in 2021, there are any Bharat Ratna awardees. In 2021, there are any Padma Vibhushans. 2021, there are Padma Bhushans, and in 2021, there are any Padma Shri awards. So at the end of this day, today, you guys should update. Is it clear? So this is a KCR. Thank you.